Welcome to Ryan Field on the campus of Northwestern University and home to the Wildcats, where the purple-clad fans are eager to get... started. Northwestern has the kickoff team on the field as we are about ready to start. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Toledo Rockets offense will get the first possession of the game. And Jesse, if they have to look to their big tight end in the passing game, that could open the door to some struggles.
I mean, he has to be the go-to because he is their best weapon. This is not a dynamic passing attack with guys on the outside with speed, take the top off the defense, catch posts and goes. A lot of it goes through this tight end. So it's getting to the sticks, working open in zone coverage, being that reliable target for the quarterback. That's going to be important in this one.
No doubt. So that starts with great hands, contested catches, using that big...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
One thing you know about this defense, they have got a pass rush. You cannot be predictable, especially when it comes to throwing the football. There is too much athleticism and length up front on this defensive line and in their front 7. And they register a sack early here on only the second play of the game.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Rockets line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. So the Northwestern Wildcats offense will have its first possession of the game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
They knock him down at the 40. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tight end now in motion. Off play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Toledo. How about this defense taking one back to the house? This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
Yeah, and finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off of it.
The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. From the gun to give, looking for room. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games this guy's notched a sack. Starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
He's got it down the middle. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. Northwestern will have to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. It's caught. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. They'll run this play from the pistol. Looking to pass. It's Nash. Makes the grab. It's Grove. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the lone running back. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's got it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Rockets.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. DB's right up on the receivers. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Fires to the big fella. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Off play action. Fires to the big fella. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Makes the grab. Got room at the 35. It's a running room. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Northwestern.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. To throw, it's Nash. Looking left. He's got it. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. The give to the tailback. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Toledo has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Rockets in a good spot here with second and short. Finds his back in the middle. At the 20, he's got space. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard, so you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown on this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. The give on the counter. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Turns it on down the left side. The 40. Inside the 30. The 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Wildcats!
What a big-time run. He's still running. Over 90 yards. That's one of those when you're running to the end zone, you're looking behind you, you're looking on the Jumbotron to see if anybody's going to catch him, and nobody's going to catch him on that huge touchdown run.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll run it from the gun. There he goes. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force-feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
A little release to the back. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders... It's a turnover. Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. They're dealing with a second and long. Trying play action. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Dropping back, it's Nash. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Brings up second down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Rockets pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Under fire. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking downfield on first down. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Back to throw, it's Gray. He's going for the big play. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His 2nd interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Setting up the screen. On his feet at the 40. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They'll immediately call timeout.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception, so lucky that ball was incomplete.
Working the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Rockets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the middle. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield, it's Gray. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. This time he's got his man. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. The offense will quickly use a timeout. To the air on first down. The short hands, it's Covey. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
On target over the middle. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. Northwestern right back to the line. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's got it on the run. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Back to pass, it's Nash. Grabbed in the middle, it's Grove. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Grabbed over the middle. It's Holly. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Lets it fly. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's dragged. interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great environment there today in Evanston.
The Rockets will kick it away to start the second half. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead. You're positive.
And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. And the Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. To the air. It's Gray. Makes the grab. At the 35, he's got room. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
This guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Northwestern making quick work on this drive. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. No chance to run, but still a good gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to go up top. Here comes the Heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man downfield. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. The Wildcats had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. From the shotgun, the inside give. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Back to the ground with the running back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. To the air, it's Gray. Looking down the middle. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And he's already made one. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. They put on the hit and they blocked it.
And the short field goals are a lot harder to block because they get up high in the air, but nice job by the kick block unit getting in there, getting their hands up, and blocking them a field goal, baby.
The Rockets offense is back on the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a nonprofit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground and you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
This is going to be tough sledding for this quarterback now. You're trailing, you're in the second half. Defense knows you've got to throw it. You're going to have to sit in the pocket under duress and start making throws in tight windows. It's not an easy situation by any stretch, but big-time players make big plays in big games.
Wildcats have it back to Northwestern offense headed out. Slides the back on the option to give. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. And the Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Breaks into the open. What a play there, and he's got it all the way down to the 7-yard line. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll ride his man on the option. And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Gray. Get it out on the screen. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Northwestern! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Toledo, 14.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
I tell you what, they're down, but they're not out with this guy. They keep feeding him. He keeps having success on the ground. Maybe I use this now to catapult, use some play action, make some bigger plays down the field. But the run game has not been the problem today.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Takes the handoff. It's Hemsley. Makes it past the marker. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a 1st down. And the Rockets come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got it in the middle, it's Hemsley. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. The Rockets with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. And they'll move the chains with the 1st down. That might be it for the 3rd quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Zings it complete to the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Toledo.
I think that pass play was simply designed just to get him the football in space and let him do the rest. Obviously, they're not throwing that into the end zone, but they feel like they've got guys, especially at the running back position, that if you just give them an opportunity, they can make people miss and score like he did right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Looking to throw, it's Gray. Completes it in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Makes the catch. It's McGee. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Northwestern will send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. They cut into this lead the last time they had it, and now here in the fourth, a chance to move on top with a score. Hand off from the shotgun.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
That's caught. It's Lang. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And the Rockets can really attack on this second and short. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Rockets in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give from the gun. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
A nice job on 2nd down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the 1st down.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Rockets. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Gray. Finds the tight end. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The play action fake. Quickly out to the tight end. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Oh, he's got some space. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Rockets have it with a 1st and 10. Right back to the well. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Toledo.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Gray. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Looking to fire. Got him downfield. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. To the air on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. The Wildcats want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a win.